Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back in Cooperstown.
Going to the Hall of Fame again.
So we're going to see if anything's changed since we were last here.
And if you like to see videos where people explore museums and Hall of Fames, definitely subscribe to that channel.
Alright, let's get to it.
Let's go. That's pretty cool. Now you gotta scrub it every day. That's pretty neat. I like that. This is right outside the Hall of Fame. So I know I said they're updated daily, but when I looked at it closer, it's not updated daily. That's at least, I think a week ago the Braves played. Yeah, and they have a better record than that too. So, fascinating. Fascinating. Still cool though. I think these are awesome. I would totally do this in my spare time. Oh, they're like plexiglass with stickers on them. So as I was saying a few minutes ago, it does look like they update the actual division standings, but the game results are a little bit delayed. It's so cool though. Glad we get to see this. That's pretty awesome. So check this out. Oop. Check this out. So this is apparently where they did their first induction to the Hall of Fame. Ty Cobb, Walter Johnson, Babe Ruth, Honus Wagner, and Cy Young. That's really cool. And it's like right outside the Hall of Fame. And Prime Dog's getting inducted this year. So here's the map again. Let's start.
It's a kids' discovery tour, so the kids are like uncomfortable. Yeah, do it. I would do it.
Check Victor.
I do.
So do you know who Jackie Robinson is?
I'm assuming it's that guy.
They do really love their Babe Ruth here. So it's definitely the first place to check out the Grandstand Theater. Some really cool pictures up here too of old school baseball. There you go. FDR throwing a pitch. Wow. Check out that old ballpark. This is the Connie Mack Stadium. This is 1974, 65 years after it opened. Oh, Shebe Park. If you play MLB The Show, they have Shebe Park there. It says that the first recorded reference in American history was actually a law outlawing it in 1791 by Pittsfield, Massachusetts. So this is the first room you go into after you go into the museum. It's really...
So if you guys want to see some of the exhibits a little more up close and a little less busy, check out our other video when we came back in 2021. We had the whole museum to ourselves that day. So definitely watch this one and then go back and watch the other one because it's pretty cool.
I always find this fascinating that they did plates for each team. Like, what do you do with that plate?
I don't know, but it's cool.
So what is this, Nancy?
This is the ball from the first series of games, which there was an admission charge, which was in September of 1858.
September 10th. How many rules do you think were in the first playbook?
It doesn't look very big.
Right. It's pretty straightforward. Birthplace of Major League Baseball. Check out all this old gear. I mean, can you imagine trying to catch like a baseball with that mask on? That's not going to stop very much. Another chromatic plate. I don't. You have to let me know in the comments why the obsession with the plates. Was it just because it was something they could make and it was that difficult to do? 1884.
You guys ever catch on the hop? Yeah. Old technology. Yeah.
Which one is it? You know more than I do.
Alright, we have a bet for a high strike zone now. That's pretty fascinating. They actually used to call their own strike zones. That is fascinating. Wow.
That's really cool. How it's changed.
That's pretty cool. Honus Wagner. They won the first 3 seasons, apparently. There's a baseball from 1905 trying to get out of the shadow of it. That's really cool. Looks so small, too. It's interesting, too. The first baseball cards were tobacco-based cards, so you got them in packs of tobacco. That's pretty cool. It's a trophy bat. Mike Donlin on April 23rd, 1914. He played for the Giants. Apparently, Babe Ruth married a waitress. Helen was a waitress at a coffee shop that he used to go to. Some of Babe Ruth's old outfits and Mr. Popular. That's pretty cool. He was apparently the most popular athlete. There's something that Macy pointed out that she liked, a silver box for his cigars.
His achievements.
And if you didn't know, Babe Ruth was also a singer. So he was multi-talented. Check out the autograph. That's a pretty cool autograph. I like the big R. So they still have some of these physical distancing signs. That poor pitcher, he did not have a good game. So they do have a pretty good display of black baseball that you definitely need to check out while you're here. Alright, so here is Jackie Robinson. And this is the first question on that kids test, by the way, in case you're wondering. This is Ricky. And then it's right in front of a Ted Williams baseball bat. Oh, because Satchel Paige faced Ted Williams the last time. Interesting. So I'm a big baseball card collector. That's a pretty cool card. Pumpsy green. I like that. I like the colors. And there's another one too. There's a Jackie Robinson story card. That's pretty cool. So this is a pretty cool find that Macy found. It's this cool watch, and it's from Max Manning of the New York Eagles, and it's the Cy Young Award for the Major Leagues. So it's basically the best pitcher in the Negro Leagues got this watch. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a nice watch.
And then homestand looks like the national championships for the Negro League. That's the trophy. So these are watch fobs? Where they basically, I guess they gave it to the players that were on the World Championship team. I don't know why you'd wear something on your watch.
I don't either, but they look like little
Bells.
gold balls.
Yeah. And the one kind of looks like a bell, but I just think it's kind of tarnished over time. And it's just like a gold ball that they wear on their watch.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Does anybody out there wear anything on their watches?
Not anymore.
So this is a belt buckle for celebrating another league championship. That is a tiny belt. Imagine how tiny their waist were. Or do you think it was like a money thing? They tried to make it cheap. Like they couldn't afford
No,
it.
I think belt buckles weren't very big back then. But I also think this was like their way of getting around of actually paying them money.
Yeah, maybe that too. Macy always going to the dark side, everybody. There's some iconic baseball cards. I always wanted that card. They got some Willie Mays down here. Ernie Banks. I saw him many years ago at an autograph signing. Willie McCovey.
Distinguished gentleman.
It's kind of interesting that back then, celebrity baseball players or Major League Baseball players, I don't know, they weren't technically Major League at the time, but they would actually have competitions and like have people come out for like charities as well as just to make money. It's pretty interesting and kind of fascinating if you think about it. You think athletes today would have like exhibitions like this? I mean, occasionally you see it with basketball players, but I've never seen it on baseball. Let me know in the comments if you know something. So if you ever watched A League of Their Own, this is kind of the Women in Baseball series. It's a fascinating movie, by the way. If you haven't seen League of Their Own, definitely check that out. And some of the pictures. Oh, there's Lucille Ball. The one thing I like about this Hall of Fame and these exhibits is they definitely have a great mix of interactive and then actual artifacts. So it's got a nice little change of pace for people who don't know about baseball or want to learn more. There's that. And then there's also the people who are like 1,000% knowledgeable. There's that too.
Okay.
So Nancy was just saying how it's crazy that they made them wear skirts, right? But also think about how hot the outfits were.
Because that looks like thick wool.
Yes. I mean, I would die of heat exhaustion. There's the Stompers. What are the Stompers?
So apparently some women join men's leagues?
Yes. She's apparently the third woman to ever pitch in she was in the minor leagues. But
yeah. So she joined a men's team.
Well, technically Major League Baseball isn't men or women. It's just mostly men. It doesn't actually have a sex assigned to it. So there's an original jersey from the team, the Rockford Peaches. That is from A League of Their Own. Well, I mean, that inspired, I should say, A League of Their Own.
Okay, so this lady here has she's known as Miss October and the Ticket Lady. She's attended every World Series game since 1964 and sews all the tickets into her black cape.
That's pretty cool.
Commitment.
Yeah.
That's cool, though.
I'm surprised they hold up, too. I wonder if she, glosses them with something.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That is awesome.
So something funny is the Bucks just did a Ladies' Day sort of doing that. But apparently when the Braves switched from Milwaukee to Atlanta, this is the book they gave lady fans for women only to talk about baseball rules and terminology to get them involved with the team.
The creepy animatronics.
A mascot over here. I feel like Blooper from the Braves should be in here by now. He should be in the Hall of Fame with all his tweets.
Yeah, he should.
Check out how small the baseball cards used to be. And they're so tiny, but I mean, they were in packs of other things typically. They weren't bought individually, but these are Bowman baseball cards.
They're so tiny.
Yeah. So this is 1950, and this is the Phillies.
Do you think those shoes stink?
They clean them, and then they sanitize them so that they will last longer. It's kind of like what they do with wedding dresses. They do similar things with this stuff. All right, so there's Eddie Matthews, the best third baseman for the Braves until Chipper Jones, and then you can argue either way. And there's, of course, the great Hank Aaron. And check out the Milwaukee Braves outfit. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's got a Warren Spahny pen. That's cool too. Oh, that's neat. There's a 300th win ticket. Look how small the tickets used to be. That's pretty cool. So this is one of my dad's favorite players, Willie Mays. Got his cleats. Got a couple homers. And you got him getting his cast signed. That's pretty cool. By Monty Irvin. Oh, check out Orlando Cespedes card over here. That's pretty cool. There we go. Get it without some background lighting. And this is his exhibit. Those cards right there were during my time really collecting, the 90s. Check out some of the exhibits from Venezuela. These are all Venezuela major leaguers. There's some more interesting pieces. Manny Manoso. He was a Cuban left fielder. He was really fast, really good. And then, of course, Roberto Clemente, the amazing baseball player, lost his life in a plane crash, and now there's an award every year for those who do great community work from baseball. So it's kind of fascinating. If you look on each team, someone gets nominated for all their community work. So they do have some Sammy Sosa stuff in here. You have to let me know what you think about the steroid era. Should Sammy and Mark McGwire be in here? Should they be in the Hall of Fame? Oh, there's David Ortiz. So that's the glove done by Jeff Torberg, and he caught three no-hitters. Wow. So one from Koufax, one from Bill Singer, and then one from Nolan Ryan. That's a lucky catcher, man. Check out Koufax, considerably the best pitcher ever. And then they got some Steve Carlton, Tim McCarver. But they got a Bob Gibson jersey, another one of the best pitchers ever to play. There's a Koufax glove. And a jersey and cap from Koufax. That's awesome. You gotta wonder what they think the A's will soon be in Las Vegas. Got some Hank Aaron stuff. Apparently there was an album with Hank Aaron too. That's pretty cool. Hammer and Hank. Well, that's Chipper Jones. So Chipper Jones had to repair a torn ligament in his left knee. Oh, this is the surgery one, yes. John Smoltz's shoe. He's apparently right now the only pitcher to ever get Tommy Johns and make it to the Hall of Fame. Fascinating artwork. Like the player's the problem, not the billionaire owners. But okay. That's pretty cool. The Bash Brothers. Jose Canseco and Mark McGwire. That's pretty cool. And there's a lot of A stuff, right, Nathan?
We're going to be seeing a lot more of the Oakland A's. Oh, there's a tomahawk back there.
Yeah, there's the tomahawk. That was when Dion came. 1991 National League Championship. And I'm not really sure why there's an Amazing Spider-Man baseball episode, but Bo knows. It's something interesting, too. Look at all the strikes and lockouts they've had. They act like it's some rare event, but it seems pretty common if you look over all the years of baseball. Another Glavine piece. And then the great Tony Gwynn. Doesn't get enough credit, in my opinion. One of the best baseball players. Sports Illustrated for kids. Let me know if you remember those. I remember getting those as a kid. And the cards and stuff inside of them. Alright, another one of the greatest pitchers ever. Greg Maddox's shoes and hat. So as I was saying, Greg Maddox is from Las Vegas. There's Chipper. And his bat. So what did you want to say about the
Oakland A's? Well, I guess here in 1990 they were doing okay.
Yeah.
But consistently, every 10 years, they're always at the bottom in terms of, like, how much they earn.
Wow, yeah. They were second to last in 2010, and then 2020 they're a few up, which is amazing to see the Tampa Bay Rays down there, by the way, just on a side note. But,
Yeah, they're there, too.
The Oakland A's are the worst. Oh, these are fascinating. They're like old school cards. They have like a dreidel. That's fascinating. So, if you don't remember, Michael Jordan played baseball for a little bit for the White Sox. Let me know in the comments if you remember that. But I actually went to a spring training game and saw him play in Port Charlotte and Sarasota. And then of course the great Bo Jackson. I loved him as a kid. There was a whole like superstar TV show with Bo Jackson. It was like a cartoon. It's totally awesome. Yeah, but these are some of the double sports stars. That's a really cool foam hand. The Chicago Cubs. I remember when this happened actually. I was living in Florida. I used to have the poster from their inaugural season when they were known as the Florida Marlins instead of the Miami Marlins. They were like the first team to come. You know, with TBS it was like all the Braves in Atlanta, and then they popped into Florida and tried to like become a big fish. It definitely worked out eventually. So you got to be thankful for this guy, the Phil Fanatic, because he gave us blooper. If you're a Braves fan, definitely off take is blooper, but there's the Philly Fanatic. Check out that cool pen. That's pretty neat. The Padres pen. An ashtray. Some more littler pens.
There's another one of those little balls.
Yeah.
They're the little
Yeah. They gave them for like player recognition. Yeah. You have to let me know if you ever wear blooper for Halloween. Or, I'm sorry, the Philly Fanatic.
Looks a little inappropriate.
Yeah, the thing comes out of his nose. Giggity. This is a fascinating display. So apparently when lights were added to the Braves field in '46, they tried with satin. Can you imagine what that would have looked like? Whew.
When they relocated the Braves to the
Yeah.
held 8,000 cars.
8,000, wow. And there's where he hit the record-breaking home run. And this is still here. The Hank Aaron Chasing a Dream exhibit. Sad that he passed away right after they put this in. This is one of his contracts that was $200 a month. $200 a month. They have some of his awards here. You got the Presidential Medal of Freedom, Presidential Citizens Medal Award. That's pretty awesome. Look at that mustache, by the way. That was a choice. Can you imagine if you were a Brave between after he retired till 1996 and this was your locker? Do you just leave it empty? You ain't gonna live up to that. This is also pretty cool. They have like 700, 703, 704, 6, 9, 10, 14, the one that tied Babe Ruth, 16, the one after he broke it, 17, 18. So cool. And I think that Hank Aaron probably still has, well, his family probably still have the actual 715. Yeah. That's pretty cool. And some bats of his. That is a dirty base.
This was the base that he hit in Atlanta on the home field for his 715th home run.
Think of those three legends. So this was his 1957 World Series ring for Hank Aaron. But just imagine how like gaudy and bigger they've gotten. And that's just kind of very like small and really nice and well done. But it's just a lot smaller than they are nowadays. This is pretty fascinating. The 3,000 career strikeout field. They got Maddox in there. They got Scherzer, Verlander. Maddox wasn't even really a strikeout pitcher, which is kind of interesting. John Smoltz. Yeah, they got a Schmaltz jersey. This is something super cool and fascinating. So the fastest pitch ever is 1.5.1. That's Adonis Chapman, but it's actually made so that they can change it pretty easily if somebody else was ever to pitch a faster pitch. Another little cool artifact here. They got Ricky Henderson's baseball gloves. That's cool. That's cool. I love the colors. Really cool. This is pretty cool too. It's the 1994 World Series ball. You have to let me know in the comments why that's fascinating. But if you really want to know, there was no World Series in '94 because of the strike. Alright, so here's all the championship rings. You can see how they get slightly bigger as we go. Alright, there's the '95 Braves ring. And they do kind of need to update the display because it ends at the Nationals in 2019, so they're a few years behind. So that's the newest one. My apologies. They do have all the rings. Look at how blingy that is in comparison to the past ones. They just slowly get bigger and bigger and bigger. This is one of my favorite kind of displays. It's all about baseball cards. Greg Kimbrell, Mickey Mantle, Ruth. Super cool. They have the famous Mickey Mantle card in there. One of the hardest ones to find. You have to let me know what you think about the manufactured scarcity stuff that they do nowadays. I mean, in some aspects I like it, but definitely some aspects it can make card collecting a frustrating hobby. That was my time for collecting these era of cards. Check out this really cool bike.
That's upstairs.
I like the.
That's fine. I always wanted to get that Griffey Jr. baseball card. Oh, Beckett's. Who remember Beckett's from back in the day? Check out some of these kind of like interesting ways they packaged cards. Oh, I remember the coins that were like, they changed when you move them. Those were cool. Some of the older baseball cards. Oh, there's the crazy guy.
Which position do you want to be in?
Waffle balls, wiffle balls. And some of the non-baseball stuff.
Ball left center field and reaches up.
Mr. Acuna. Oh, they still have Freddie Freeman's helmet. That's sad. That's sad. Oh, Ender's helmet. He doesn't play for him anymore either.
And Ciarte.
And Dansby doesn't play for them either anymore. Wow, half this exhibit is Julio don't play for him either. Come on, guys. You can do better than this. There's some Acuna bats, though. Adam Duvall, Nick Markakis. Again, two players that don't play for him. Tyler Flowers, who doesn't play for them anymore. Fascinating. So here's the Las Vegas Athletics. I feel like they should make one like this, but for Bobby Cox. That's kind of what I remember him as a coach. Arguing with the umps. That's a pretty cool sculpture, too. This is Casey Stempel.
Bigger, stronger, right? Faster.
Alright, so something cool about the hall is that when you come, if they've been inducted but haven't actually got up here yet, they can actually come and sign their plaques. That's Fred McGriff's signature, and that's where his plaque will go when they do the induction in about a month. And these are for the other players.
So behind every single one of these is a signature.
If they were alive.
If they're alive.
Yes. So this was the first class. Walter Johnson, Honus Wagner, Ty Cobb, Babe Ruth, and Christine Mathewson. Maddie.
So that's going to wrap up our time here at the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, super fun. And like I was saying during the video, it's a great experience, really interactive. So if you have somebody who doesn't know about baseball, this is something that they can still do and really enjoy the museum.
Agreed. And make sure you carve out at least 3 hours of your day. Because it's a lot.
Yeah, there are a lot of artifacts throughout that are just amazing.
Even if you just skim through everything, it's still going to take you some time. It's 3 stories plus the actual hall and the gift store. I mean, there's a lot to see and do here. And this is our second time, so we still spent 4 hours here.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So if you guys like this video, make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you
hit the subscribe button.
and make sure you ring that notification bell.
So you get notified when we do at least 3 videos a week.
And we'll come and get you guys for the next one.
Ain't that the truth, baby Ruth?
Bye.